Hey guys, welcome back to Storytime. Today I'm going to talk about my celebrity encounter part 2. This has been a long time coming. I have been waiting to do this episode, so I'm so excited to do it. My client booked the most. Get ready with.
Oh my god, you guys. Let's do a pack.
I am finally sitting on my new bed. No more sleeping on a mattress on the floor. I love it so much. I've been having the best sleeps of my life on this bed. I've actually been dreaming, like really hectic dreams every night since I got this bed, which is crazy because I don't usually have dreams. But I think it goes perfectly. I'm just trying to find like a nice cover to go on it. I'm not sure if they're like double white suits. I was thinking of getting like a dark green or something. I've been into the dark greens and creams lately. So that's what we might change it to. But today I wanted to talk about finally the celebrity encounter part 2. So we're going to do a little recap on the first one, just like a quick recap, and then we're going to go straight into it. But I wanted to tell you that I just booked a Europe trip. Oh my God. I've been to Europe before. Like I've been to, holy mother. There is a spider right in front of you guys. It's literally like if it dropped, it would land on the camera. I am not kidding. But it's a baby. But it's a huntsman, which means there's a mama huntsman somewhere. Oh my God. Why is it every time I want to record an episode, there's some bug in the room with me? Maybe it's like an omen or something. I don't know. I don't like it. But it's probably like yay big. Like it's not huge, but like it's going to go huge. Like those are like the ones that eat birds. So it's going to be big. Anyway, yeah, so I booked Europe, which is like so exciting because I've been to Europe before, but it's always been for work. Like when I went to the UK, I was working there. And then I went to elsewhere to see someone. And I was also working. So I feel like I've never had like a proper holiday in the UK. Like it's just always been there to see clients. So yeah, I'm starting in, I'll show you on my map. Let's just search Europe. That's basically what I did. I was just like, I'm going to search Europe and just figure out a spot to go and then go there. So I'm actually going because it's baby daddy's birthday. So I'm actually surprising him with this big Europe trip, okay? I haven't told him where we're going. He just knows that we're going overseas. Haven't told him where we're going. He's probably thinking we're going to Bali or something. But no, we're going to do this massive Europe tour and taking the kids as well, obviously. So yeah, we're going for about a month. We're going to start in, you guys probably can't see this, but I've got the Google Maps here. We're going to start in Edinburgh in Scotland. And then we're going to hire a car in Edinburgh, like a one-way car. So you pick it up in Edinburgh. And then we're going to drive to Liverpool because baby daddy's a massive Beatles fan and so am I. But apparently they have this like Beatles tour that he's like, it's his lifelong dream to do that. So I'm going to take him to do the Beatles tour. And then, oh my gosh, I just booked a castle to stay at. So it's like Thornbury Castle or something. We are staying in the same room as Henry VIII stayed in, okay? This place is going to be haunted as but I am so excited. Oh, I just can't wait to do like the haunted ghost tour. I don't know if my kids will want to do that, but we'll try and convince them. I just find that shit so fun. Like it just historic buildings and like I just can't wait to just like go to the like there's like a pub in the UK that was made in like 560. Like what even is that? That is insane. So we're going from Edinburgh to Liverpool so he can do his little Beatles tour. And then we're going to, I've heard Cotswolds is like really pretty, like just so like scenic and beautiful. So we're going to go there. I think we probably won't stay there. We're going to stay in the Thornbury Castle. And then on the way to London, we'll probably stop in Cotswolds or Bath. I think it's called, is like another really pretty area. Oh, yeah, because the castle's in Bristol. I don't even know if you guys know where the is. Maybe some of you are from the UK. But so we're going to go there and we're going to go to the Stonehenge on the way to London. So we're going to stay in London for a few days. And then I had no idea, but you can actually train from London to Paris, which is crazy. You go like literally underwater. So we're going to train to Paris, and get this, I managed to convince one of my subscribers subscriber/client to book me a room at this place in Paris. It's $4,000, over $4,000 a night. Yeah, she's expensive, but it's like the best view of the Eiffel Tower. So it's worth it. But he would only book me one night. I mean, fair enough. So I'm staying there. Well, we're all going to stay there for one night. And there's no strings attached, by the way. So we're staying there for one night in Paris. And we're going to check out, like the Louvre and like all of the touristy stuff. But like I really want to go, like I don't just want to do the touristy stuff. I want to go out of town and like explore the little towns outside of the city Paris itself. And then, oh my gosh, Disneyland. Oh, Paris has a Disneyland. I forgot about that. That would be so fun. I've been to Disneyland in the States and in Japan. So a Paris one would be cool too. But I feel like even a month is just like not enough time, because we're going to go from Paris to, I either want to go to Nice, which is like French Riviera area is beautiful. Either Nice or the French Alps. And I'm like, ugh, both are so beautiful. But either way would be perfect, because we're going to go from the French Alps or Nice, cross over to Italy. And like, how amazing is it that like everywhere you go over here, you can just train to different towns and it's like 2 hours away. Like you could literally train to like Switzerland, takes like 3 or 4 hours from Paris. And then Italy, we're going to go to Florence, all the stuff, all the works, the Vatican, Rome. I've my whole TikTok feed right now is just like places to go. I've just been searching like little places to go everywhere. And then after Italy, we are going to go to Greece for not very long, probably like a week, because I want to go to Santorini. That's a place where I've always wanted to go. And it's going to be September, so I'm hoping it's like not peak season. Like it's still going to be busy, but it's not like summer busy. So yeah, that's my little trip. I cannot wait. I can't wait to just do a holiday and not think about work for a bit. Not take on any clients, unless like something crazy came up. But yeah, for the most part, just enjoy myself. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Okay, so let's recap the first celebrity encounter. So I get flown halfway across the world, meet up with this celeb, and it's just like I'm staying at this beautiful villa with all these people, and there's crazy parties, the works, like every night, watching his wife get pounded by 10 guys, like crazy doing like live shows in front of people, like just so much. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you watch that one before you watch this, because this is part 2. So where I left off was I flew back home without really telling him. I was just like, I just want to go. I'm done. I'm tired. I've been having like, not only have I been having sex every night at these like huge parties, I'm also my friend that I'm there with. Well, he invited me over as well as the celeb. I've been him every night. It's a lot. I need to go. So I contact the team. They booked me a flight home, whatever. I end up getting home. And because like I had just like before that trip, I just had like a massive trip with a client. So like I was so tired, like before I even got to that event. So by the time I got home, I had to go straight to a wedding in New Zealand. I was out of reception because I was just hanging out with my family. I wasn't checking my phone or anything. And once I got into reception, I looked on my WhatsApp and I had like 100 messages from this celebrity being like, where are you? Don't do this to me. Why aren't you coming back? Like just all this crazy. And I was like, oh, whoa. And I just like sort of left it. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Like this is weird. And I genuinely can't come back. Like I can't just put my life on hold again, you know, because like a lot of these celebs just live without, like, they don't have to work. They don't have like a lot of responsibilities, or, you know, when they're in their off season, I guess. So going there, I was just like, man, I'm going to have to put my work on hold. I'm going to have to, and like, you can't post there either. So like, it's not like, yes, I do content stuff, but I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't be posting like where I was and all the sites that I was seeing. I had to keep it secret. Not secret, but you know what I mean? So yeah, I was like, it's not really worthwhile for me. So I left it, and then over like the course of a year, he sort of like reached out to me, and like I would reply and it was fine. And then it was funny. I remember it was about a year later. I remember being in a hotel with a client and his like message popped up and I hadn't heard from him in a while. I was like, oh my God. And that's when he was like, hey, do you want to come here? Like, I really want to fly you here. And I was like, fuck it. All right, I'll do it for the plot. So we booked flights within like 3 hours. And then the next day I had flown to the next destination. I expected it to be the same sort of vibes, parties, like lots of people there. And I immediately went to my hotel. He had booked me a hotel. It was probably like a 10-minute walk from his hotel. So I got to the hotel and this is how rushed I was from the time we started talking to the time I was on the plane. I had to rush to get everything ready. I had to like rush and put my fake tan on. I literally went on the plane like marinating in my fake tan. Like that's how rushed I was. So I got to the hotel. I stank because I'd just been like marinating in sweat and tan for like the past like however long on the plane. And so I immediately get in the shower and I basically do my full glam in like 1 hour. And he's like, come on, like come over, like I'm ready to see you. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. I get in the taxi, go to his hotel. And this hotel is the most exclusive, bougie as fuck hotel that I've ever seen. Like, I wouldn't even call it a hotel. Like, what are they? Let me Google it. What do they call it? Google says it's a hyper luxurious urban sanctuary. And that's what it was. It was very like minimalist. Just very exclusive. Like, even when driving there from the street, you would have no idea where it is. Like, there's no signs, there's no entry. Well, there is, but like you got to know how to get there. So you drive down this like car park ramp and go like 7 levels down, where you're greeted by a host at the door, and then they ask you like, are you checking in? Why are you here? Like, who are you here to see? And then they escort you to like the reception, which like the reception is on like the 40th floor or something. Like, it's so high up. And then you get to this reception area and it is just so beautiful. Like, the space is just so open and very minimalist, tranquil, incredible. So I go up to the reception and I'm like, oh, I'm here to see. I said the room number. And they were like, okay, name, like, what's the name on the room? And I have to say this guy's name, and it's just like, I don't know, it's the most weirdest thing, just like saying his name. I'm like, I felt like I was going to get into trouble or something. So they were immediately like, okay, well, go take a seat like in this waiting area and like we'll check in on things and make sure everything's okay. Obviously checking that I'm not some like psycho fan, that I'm actually here like because he wants me to be there. So I wait, and then about 10 minutes later I get escorted to his room. Yeah, like the hotel person takes me immediately to the room, knocks on the door, and he opens the door and I'm like, hi. And I just feel so awkward in this hotel. Like I'm literally like dressed in this like basically fishnet stocking dress. Like it's just, there's no coverage. Like it's just the most see-through thing in the world. Because he asked me to wear that. He saw it on my Instagram or something and he was like, I love that dress. And I was like, okay, I'll wear that. But it was like, yeah, it was very see-through, very tight. It was basically like a body stocking. But I had like a jacket over the top of that, obviously. And I was wearing high heels, not like high heels, but they were like little heels. So yeah, and like just caked on makeup, like I just didn't look like I suited the place at all. Massive nails, you know. They knew why I was there. So yeah, it was a little bit awkward in the hotel, but they escorted me up to his room. He opened the door and it was like, oh my God. And so I went in and I immediately realized like it's pretty much just him here. Like it's not like it was last time where there was like 50, 100 people. It wasn't like that at all. It was just him and like 2 other guys and they were working on something. And so I was like, oh my God, like I'm here for him. What the like I'm the only one here. Like what is this? This is crazy. So we get into the penthouse suite. I don't even, if there's another one above penthouse, it had to be it because it was just like a whole apartment and it was just incredible. We were just chilling. We started chilling and they were like sort of working on stuff. And that was the first time where I saw the bottle, like, you know, the Tequila Azul, in the fancy like little bottles. So I had some of that and like usually I don't like tequila, but that was actually quite nice. Like it was quite smooth. Usually if I smelled tequila, I'm like, ugh. I'm like, no, can't do it. Too many bad times on that. But it was fine. So I was drinking that. They had like these like little cheese platters and like really cutesy stuff. But yeah, it was kind of awkward because it was just like him and me. And then he was like cuddling and kissing me. And then we were like sort of dancing together and just like having a good time. And then we go to the bedroom and we start, obviously. And he starts me raw. And I'm like, I was a little concerned about what I might catch this guy raw. So I was this guy and he started saying some very questionable stuff to me. Like I won't even repeat it on here because I just would not want those words coming out of my mouth. And then he wanted me to say the words. And I was like, absolutely not. Like I was thinking in my head, I didn't say this, but I was like, I don't care who you are. Like no amount of money is going to make me say that. So I didn't say what he wanted me to say. But he was fine. He didn't really care. I just ignored him sort of. And then he like, I'm pretty sure he came in me or like he was coming in me and he like pulled out as he was coming. And I was like, oh my God. If I wasn't on birth control, I could have been a billionaire. But anyway, that didn't happen. But yeah, he was just like, it was kind of a weird experience. He was like showing me all these videos of like his wife and like his wife knew I was there. They're very open. He even called his wife like while I was there, like with him in bed. So yeah, they're very open in that aspect. I wasn't concerned about that. But yeah, he was showing me a lot of stuff and I was like, oh, wow, this is full on. So yeah, we end up finishing. We go back out there and then by this time, like a group of people had come in. There was about like 5, 7 people. And I just immediately clicked with the girls there. We were like drinking, having fun. Like like talking amongst ourselves, and like I started really getting the ick from the A-lister. And also Troy. So, you know, Troy, my little companion last time. Well, I think that's what I called him in the first video. That's not actually his name. But he wasn't there. He wasn't there this time because I was messaging him being like, are you coming? Like, where are you? Like, come on, come. And he was like, oh no, like the A-lister hasn't invited me. I was like, oh, that's awkward. So yeah, he wasn't there, but I immediately made friends with these like new people in this group. And we were chatting, drinking, and he really started giving me the ick, like the A-lister, like just little things he was saying. I was like, ew. Like we would be talking and he would just like butt into the conversation and say weird stuff. And I'm like, that's weird. I don't know. I just got a real weird vibe from him. And then we were having fun, and like it was like 3 a.m. at this point, and we were like, let's go out. We want to go to a strip club. Like we want to go have fun. And the A-lister just started packing like the biggest sook. He was like, I don't want to go, and because I'll have to take a separate car because of like paparazzi. Like he's like, I'll have to take a separate car and like, you know, do all this stuff so that like I don't get bombarded. And like, I get that. I understand that. And he's probably like, I'm too old. Like, I don't want to be doing this going out with like young people. Fair enough. So he didn't want to go, but I was like, look, I'm going to go have fun. Like, I don't care if you're saying I'm going with my friends. So we all go and we get a taxi, and he's just acting like a teenage boy. He's like messaging me when I'm down waiting for the taxi, being like, if you don't come back up, like you don't blah, 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 and you don't like me and all this stuff, like literally acting like a teenager. I'm like, oh my God, this man has just given me the biggest ick. Like, I'm just like, I am completely off this man. Like, this is just embarrassing, like the way he's acting. And he just had the biggest ego about him. Like, oh, he's so like, you know, so high and almighty, and like, you know, he can't go to these clubs because he's just so famous. And I get that he's famous, but it's just like, it's just what he was saying in the principal. I was like, man, this is just fully gone to your head. Like, it's just gross. So we say bye-bye to him and we leave and go to the strip club. And that was the first time that I met Don Tolliver, and Baby Keem was there as well. They were just randomly there. Like, I don't know who they were with. They were at the strip club, and oh my God. I probably won't talk too much about it, but they were acting like, I can't even remember if they were together or not, but Don was acting like a puppy. He was following me around everywhere, and I had no idea who these guys were. Like, I knew Don Tolliver, but I didn't know what they looked like. So I had no idea who they are. So I'm like, excuse me, like, can you go? And guess what he did? He pulled out the, do you really not know who I am? I was like, no, I really don't. Please tell me. And oh my God, like, it was just embarrassing the way he was acting, and just like the way these men are just, they feel like they're so entitled to, like, they are just like maniacs. Like, they'll just follow girls around and like be such little creeps. And like, they kept like trying to get me to go back there, back. I didn't want to borrow them. So I was like, no, I'm just going to go have fun. And the whole trip, they were just constantly messaging, trying to, yeah. Anyway. And we're back. I just had a little break. I had to get a little up and go, protein energized. This is not an ad, by the way. I just need a little protein snack because I'm ravenous lately. I think it's because I've been working out more. I've actually been going to the gym, and to try and get like fit and healthy. Just in general, like, I got to the point where I was just like, I was just not eating right, not eating healthy, not exercising. I was feeling so sluggish. I would get so tired at bookings, like exercising there. Like I would just be puffing and I was like, I just do not want to be unhealthy anymore. So I started going back to the gym. I don't push myself too hard. Like I go 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. Like I try to go 3 times a week and then go on a couple walks throughout the week. And I feel so good doing that. I think it's important not to, because I would always struggle to get myself to the gym because I had such like high expectations of myself. I was like, you need to be lifting weights for like the next 3 hours. And like, you don't need to do that. If anything, it's like not good for you to do that. So I'm like 45-minute workout, 3 days a week, and I'm happy doing that. And I'm seeing results because I actually enjoy doing that. I don't have the like, oh, I have to go to the gym every day. And it's like, eating my soul up. Like, so that. And I love walking and I live in nature now. So there's walks literally everywhere. Like I back onto like a national park so I can just walk everywhere. It's amazing. But yeah, as I was saying, I get home from the strip club, met Don Toliver, baby Keem, that was crazy. Got home, like to the hotel. I don't think I went home with anyone that night. Can't remember. But went to sleep, didn't hear back from the A-lister until the next day. When I woke up, I saw like I had a message from him, I think. And he was fine. Like he was chill. I didn't end up seeing him that day though because he was busy like working on what he was working on. So I just hung out with the group that I met the night before. And we just went to the bars and like went to clubs. We went to this club that had like 8 levels on it and every level was like a different club. Met some more like celebs, not like B-list celebs there. And we just hung out and had a good time. Like I was just enjoying myself, which was great. Like I was there for work, but I ended up just really having fun on this little holiday. I wasn't there for long. I ended up leaving early because I was like, I'm just exhausted. I want to go home. I'm not someone that just constantly binge parties. Like it's very hard for me to go like 2 days in a row or something. So I ended up leaving early. I did actually see the A-lister like before I left. I saw him a couple times and again, vibe was just off. He was just acting weird, saying weird stuff. I was like, this isn't a vibe. I ended up leaving without telling him again. And as soon as I got home, he messaged me again being like, where are you? What happened? Like, when are you coming back? And I'm like, I can't come back. Like, mate, you're just like, you live like this life and like, I've got responsibilities. I've got like work. I've got to do. And plus like when you're there, you can't really be posting or like taking content or anything because obviously they don't want to disclose like location and stuff like that. So I remember even when I got back, like I didn't post anything until like I got back. When I started posting things, nothing to do with him. Like I literally did not say anywhere that I was going to see some celebrity. Like I didn't say anything like that. I just started posting like pics on my Instagram and stuff of where I was, and he messaged me being like, take it down and all this stuff. And it was just like, I felt like the first time it was really fun. And then the second time it was like kind of controlling and weird. So yeah. So after that I was kind of like, oh, okay, got a bit of the ick from him. And like, yeah, I didn't really like, we would message a little bit, but I was very closed off. Like I just didn't really want to go back, and I don't think I would go back because the energy was just very off. The vibe was different. The stuff he was saying was different. But yeah, it's a thing with like meeting these kinds of people, like meeting, even Don Toliver, just like the way they act, and like it's like they're literally people at the end of the day. They're still needy, they're annoying, they'll message you like a needy guy, a needy boyfriend. Like they're not this big like thing that TV makes it seem to be. Like they're not this like amazing like aura that you would think they are. Like they're just normal people that have normal conversations. Yes, they have money, maybe it goes to their head, But at the end of the day, they still have going on. So yeah, I guess now it sort of made me not really see, I guess, the glitz and glamour of it as much. Like before, it was like so exciting, being like, oh, wait, like he's going to fly me here and this is crazy. But now it's just like, it's kind of normal, I guess. Like it's just, it doesn't really, I just don't really get the excitement that I used to. And maybe because I've just dissociated for the past couple years, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, I just don't get the excitement that I used to. So I probably won't go back there anyway. But yeah, we'll see what comes next. And if I go, I'll do it for the plot probably. Do it so I can tell you guys. But yeah, that's the episode for today. Thanks for listening, obviously. If you guys have any places where I should visit in like Europe or the UK, please let me know, because it's the first time I'm going there, like just traveling and just enjoying myself and not having to worry about clients or work or like content as much. So please let me know. I really want to have a fun time, and yeah, I'm super excited for it. Okay, guys, thanks for listening, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.